Delta, Whiskey Tango.
Alright, I got a couple in there. How about...
Alright, guys, I'll be right back.
Kilo November 6, Zulu Alpha Tango. Coming in a nice clear 5-6 is at 8304 Missouri.
Roger, Roger. We also in the park. US 3583. I repeat, US 3583.
Copy 3583.
Roger, Roger. Good luck on your activation.
You too. Be safe there. 73. How about a November 9? Oh, very good. Well, thank you for the signal report. Yours is nice and clear. We've got a good pipeline there. It's a perfect signal.
Roger, Roger. Thanks for picking me up, and hope you have a wonderful Christmas season.
All right. Have a great holiday. Be safe there. 73. Was there a Whiskey 4?
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. 59, US 8304.
Thank you, Lawrence. You're also 5'9", and my middle name is the same as your last name. Over.
Oh, very good. Well, I guess we know where the important and the special people are then.
We definitely do, and we're probably related way back. Hey, 73.
All right, thanks for having 73. Whiskey 0, Tango, Tango Golf, US 8304.
Whiskey 5, Bravo Lima Foxtrot.
I got 2 out of that. A Whiskey 5, Bravo Lima Foxtrot.
QSL, you are 5'9" in Texas.
All right, very good. You are 59 back here, 8304 in Missouri.
QSL, thanks for being out there. Have a good one, 73.
All right, happy holidays, 73s. How about a QRP station? Kilo Alpha 3, Mike Tango Tango. 56, 5'6" here at 830.
Nothing terribly discernible. Maybe by about 200 of a hertz, maybe at most. But for me, it's not very noticeable.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for that report. I appreciate it. Yeah, I wasn't aware I was off frequency, but you never know about these things. It's an old radio. It's an ICOM 775 DSP. Run about 200 watts into a 3-element jack. But we'll go ahead and say 73. I know there were other people waiting to make contact with your station. Like I said, you got a nice 5'9" signal plus out this way. Back to you. Whiskey 6 Sierra, Charlie Alpha Sierra stroke 7. That's a tongue twister. Into WLH, clear.
Roger, Roger. So 73, Steve, all the best, and hope to catch you again down the logs. All the best. QRZ, Whiskey 6, Charlie Alpha Sierra, stroke remote 7.
Alpha Delta.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Juliet Echo. Sierra Alpha Delta.
The Kilo 9.
Kilo Delta 9, Tango Juliet Echo.
Roger, Whiskey 9, Aguido Victor Sierra from Whiskey 6, Charlie Alpha Sierra, stroke remote 7. That's about a 5 and 757 here into the remote in Spokane Valley, Washington this afternoon. My name here is Brett, Bravo Radio Echo Tango Tango, Brett, QS.
This is Kilo Delta 9, Tango Juliet Echo in Springfield, Illinois, and you are 5'9" here.
Had somebody else come in. Kilo 9 Victor Sierra from Whiskey 6, Charlie Alpha Sierra, remote 7. We're currently operating the station remote in Spokane Valley, Washington from my computer here in Vista, California, north of the city of San Diego, and you're about a 5 and 7.
Okay, thanks a lot. Good contact. Good luck.
Roger, Roger. All the best, my friend. 73. QRZ, Whiskey 6, Charlie Alpha Sierra, stroke remote 7.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilowatt.
Let's see here. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilowatt from Whiskey 6, Charlie Alpha Sierra, stroke remote 7. That's about a 5 and 757 here into the remote in Spokane Valley, Washington this afternoon. And here's Brett, Bravo Radio Echo Tango Tango, Brett.
Yes, thank you for the 5 and 7, Brett. Nice to meet you. You're doing really well. You're doing all the work, so thanks for that. You are 5 and 9 here. I believe 5 and 9. Give me a little more audio. I'll give you exact report. Over.
Roger, QSL. Yeah, I guess you were doing 56 to 57, 56 to 57, and then you're Brett Bravo Radioactive Tango QSL.
QSL, you're a true 5-7 once I looked at the report. True 5-7. Before you go, what's your antenna, please?
Roger, we're currently using a homebrew X-beam about 35 feet in the air, running about 500 watts, beaming about 90 degrees due east of Spokane right now.
Okay, well, thanks very much. You sound great. I'm doing an FTDX-10 barefoot with a doublet antenna, Charlotte, North Carolina, so coast to coast. Over.
Roger, QSL on the Charlotte. Thanks for coming back to the call, my friend. I'll say 73, all the best to you, and hope to catch you again down the line. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo from Whiskey 6 Charlie Alpha Sierra Stroke from 07. 73, my friend, all the best. Take care and have a good rest of your holidays. 73.
All the best, 73.
Roger, yours at Whiskey 6 Charlie Alpha Sierra Stroke from 07.
Sierra Alpha Delta.
Kilo Delta 9 Tango Juliet Echo.
Kilo Delta 9 Tango Juliet Echo from Whiskey 6 Charlie Alpha Sierra Stroke from 07. Got you about a phone.
You correct? What you saying?
The valley and the Catskill Mountains on a river. We're doing some troubleshooting on a camera system. What are you running there?
Kilo Foxtrot 0 November Delta.
Okay, I heard a Kilo November 4 station. Please come back. Kilo November 4 November Golf Kilo. You are 5 by 5 in Texas. Bingo X-ray. Thanks for calling from Tennessee today. It's appreciated. Have a great day at 73. Kilo November 6 and Zulu Alpha Tango Park to Park. Yankee call us here as it.
Kilo Alpha Tango Delta.
Okay, got a Kilo 7 station. Please come back.
Kilo 7.
Kilo 7, Quebec Foxtrot Echo. You are 5 by 7 right now in Texas. Send your X-ray. AQX is 0548. QSL?
QSL, Leland, you're 5-5 in Phoenix, Arizona, Alpha Zulu. Happy holidays and thanks for activating 73. QSE.
Thanks for calling from Phoenix today. It's appreciated. Have yourself a great day in 73.
Kilo 1 Charlie Papa Tango.
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo.
Kilo 1 Charlie Papa Tango. You are 5 by 9 in Texas. Tango X-ray. US is 0548. QSL?
QSL, you're 5-4. Western Iowa. Beautiful.
QSL 5-7 in Iowa. Thanks for calling today. It's appreciated. Have yourself a great day in 73. Kilo November.
Kilo Delta 9 November Bravo November.
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo.
Kilo November, I believe you're a Parks to Park. Please come back.
Kilo November 6 Zulu Alpha Tango. You are 5-9 in the My Park US 3583. Back to you.
Okay, I copy. Kilo November 6 is Zulu Alpha Tango at US 3583, and you are 5 by 7 right now in Texas. Tango X-ray. My Park is US 0548. QSL?
QSL, good luck on your activation today, 73.
Well, thanks for calling today. It's appreciated. Have yourself a great day in 73.
Kilo Quebec 4.
Whiskey Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo.
November 8, Tango, Sierra Uniform. Station 3, come back.
Kilowatt 9 or Alpha Lima Tango.
Kilowatt 9 Alpha Lima Tango. You're 5 by 7 right now. It's 0548. Yes, sir.
Okay, Roger, Roger. You're 5 by 8, 5 by 8 here in Whiskey, India, Wisconsin. QSL.
QSL 58 in Wisconsin. Thanks for calling today. It's appreciated. Have yourself a great day in 73.
Okay, 73, and good luck.
Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilowatt.
Victor, Echo 3, Delta, Quebec. Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilowatt. You are 5 by 7 right now in Texas. Tango X-ray at US 0548. Yes, well.
Thank you, Leland or Lee. You're 5 by 7, North Carolina. Good to hear you again.
Well, thanks for calling from North Carolina today. It's appreciated. Have yourself a great day at 73.
Happy Friday.
Whiskey 9, Echo Mike.
November 2 Lima, Echo Charlie.
Whiskey 9, Echo Mike. You are 5 by 7 right now in Texas. Tango X-ray at US 0548. QSL.
QSL, you're about 5-5 up here into northern Illinois. Back to you.
QSL to 5-5 in Illinois. Thanks for calling today. It's appreciated. Have yourself a great day at 73.
7-3.
Victor, Echo 3,
Kilo Echo 9 or Alpha Hotel.
Lima Alpha, Park to Park.
Boy, there's a whole bunch of you calling. I think I heard a Park to Park. Is there a Park to Park out there?
Kilo 4 Golf Lima Alpha.
Hello.
Check-in, open.
Tango.
Copy Kilo November 6, Zulu Alpha Tango, QSL.
QSL, you're coming in about a 3 by 3 into my park, US 3583 in Central California.
Copied US 3583 Central California. I have you a 5 by 5, 5 by 5, Scott, into US 3519. That's the Marblehead Lighthouse.
Roger, thanks for the activation today in 73.
You bet, 7-3, Scott. Thanks for the park to park.
Kilo 1, Charlie, Papa, Tango.
Norway 1, Italy, Charlie, Lima, Mobile. Copy 59, North Carolina. I got you 5 over, Zygmunt, into US 3519, sir. You as well, 7-3s, man. Thanks for the call.
Kilo 5, Victor.
Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo.
Sierra, Delta Sierra.
I copy Kilo 3, India, Romeo, Victor, QSL. Roger, 5-9, North Carolina. Irving, you're blowing my eardrums out. I got you 10 over into US 3519. Roger that. Appreciate the call. 7-3s. This is Kilo Foxtrot 8 Alpha Echo Whiskey.
Kilo 1,
on the air.
Charlie.
US 3519.
Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilowatt.
Kilo Charlie 1 again, please.
Kilo Charlie 1, Victor Foxtrot Whiskey. That's a 5-9 in the Western Mass.
Copy 59 Western Mass, Richard. I have you a 5-9 as well in the clear, US 3519. You bet, 7-3s, and I appreciate your call. This is Kilo Foxtrot 8 Alpha Echo Whiskey. CQ Parks on the air. Park US 3519.
Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilowatt.
Victor.
Copied Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilowatt.
QSL, Greg, you're 5-9, North Carolina.
Roger, 59 North Carolina. Nathan, you got a beautiful signal. 5-9 plus into US 3519, sir.
Oh, thanks very much. Have fun in the park, and thanks for picking me up. 7-3.
Roger that. 7-3s, and I appreciate the call. This is Kilo Foxtrot 8 Alpha Echo Whiskey calling CQ Parks on the air from Park US 3519, the Marblehead Lighthouse.
Kilo 5, Victor.
Okay, because there was the station there toward the end, and
I'm really not familiar with that amplifier either, so.
Is the frequency in use. Is the frequency in use? CQ20. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo W4 NDK CQ20. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. Calling CQ from Charlotte, North Carolina. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ.
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey Golf 5 November.
Whiskey Golf 5 November. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good, Nate. It's cold. For southeast Oklahoma, it's cold and raining, drizzling rain. But I'm doing good. I'm sitting in here. I just walked in the shack and turned it on, and you're the first one on 20 I heard. I heard another one on 20. One of the special event stations. I was going to try to work him. A buddy texted me, but he was on whatever creek he was on. There was somebody 2 KCs away that was almost as strong as he was. So I saw you on the graph there, and rolled down here and heard you calling CQ. Now you got me. I'm WG5N Dale, southeast Oklahoma. How are you doing, Nate?
Hey, I'm great, Dale. Yep, you got the name right. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and you're a strong 5'9". 5'9" here in North Carolina. I'm also live streaming on YouTube. And what are you running there, Dale?
I got the 5'9". You're not as strong. I'm running I'm going to give you about a 5'5". I think I got a little attenuator on, but you're solid copy. No trouble whatsoever. I'm running a Kenwood TS890 rig into a SPE 2K FA amp on low. I just had it on low. That's where it came on at. When it comes on, when I turn the rig on. I'm driving it with 25 watts right now, so I've pretty much got it pinged on 600 watts on the low side of the amp, and I'm into a Mosley Pro 67 C3 up about 78 feet.
Oh, wow. Well, you're doing all the work, and you sound great there on the Kenwood, and the amp's doing well, and same for the Mosley Pro 67 C3 at 80 feet. Wow, that's pretty high up there. I am running barefoot with the Yaesu FTDX10 and a homebrew doublet antenna, 40 meters, up about 40 feet, over.
Well, it sounds good. Audio sounds great. Those little Yaesu, I got a couple of friends got those rigs, and they really love them. I used to be a Yaesu man. I've had 2 or 3 Yaesu rigs. Almost off the FT101. I was going with the MP when I bought this Kenwood. I've had it about 2 or 3 years, and about the time I bought it, and was fixing to buy the 101, I had 2 or 3, 4 reviews in a row, bad reviews in a row on eHam. So I thought, I'll just try this Kenwood. I'm not brand specific. I've got an ICOM. I've got got an Icon 7700 sitting over on the other side that I play on quite a bit, and I really like this Kenwood, though. I'm telling you, it's so, I think it's, you know, it does good, but I've heard a lot of good things about that LT10. I've got a buddy, this neighbor, we talk a lot. He's got one of them, and he loves it. He simply loves it.
Yeah, I do love it. I love it, but I've heard wonderful things about the Kenwoods, and people that own radio companies that service commercial have Kenwoods at home, so there's a reason for that. So it definitely is sounding very good there, Dale. I guess I see we're about 800 miles away from each other, about the right distance for the band tonight, or this afternoon. What's the weather like there in Oklahoma? We're 53 Fahrenheit right now.
I just walked by the Supreme Court a while ago, and it's been about that all day. There's some rain, not really raining, just kind of, I got a point of a cold southeast wind blowing, and it's not enough really to get you wet, but enough that it's, you know, it's just that, I'm sure you're familiar with it, that cold east wind and damp, drizzly rain.
Yeah, QSL, it's been a little chilly here, but a lot of the cold weather gets blocked by the mountains just west of us, which got hammered by that hurricane recently that came up from the south. But things coming from the west, the cold weather gets blocked. It rarely snows down here in Charlotte. The mountains really help us out. Well, you sound great, Dale. If you want to hear your audio, of which the band is shifting, if you want to hear your audio, you can go to my YouTube. It's Go Amateur Radio. Over.
All right, I will do it, Nate. I always like to hear my audio. I'm running into a Howell Pro. I mean, I'm using a Howell Pro headset, and before it was what? Give me the name of it again. I didn't write it down, and let me write it down. And I think I heard a break in there.
Okay, yeah. The name of the channel is Go Amateur Radio. Over.
Lost the foot switch. Go Amateur Radio. All right, I'll pull it up. I worked a POTA station. I think he was actually my first in Alaska, a few years ago, and he done the same thing. He said, if you want to hear your audio, go to, and, you know, I did, and it was pretty cool. So I will. Was there a break in there, or was I hearing things?
KC1 East, the 5 miles very cold here at Fort Mr. Hanson, QSL.
Okay, yeah, breaking station. Were you talking to WG5N or myself? I'm Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo.
Yeah, I think my doubled on you. KC1 East should be Callsign, my doubled on you.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch your call sign there.
Kilo Charlie 1, Hotel Uniform Delta, and you're both 5'9", Fort Mr. Hanson.
Okay, thank you, Kilo Charlie 1, Hotel Uniform Delta. So, Peter in New Hampshire, nice to hear you. My name is Nate, and that's Dale in Oklahoma. Go right ahead, Dale.
All right, I had my receiver RIT off just a little bit. Come back in there and let me see if I can get that call. I was having a hard time. I was off just enough I couldn't quite understand you, but try it again.
Kilo Charlie 1, Hotel Uniform Delta. You're 5'9", good audio.
Portsmouth, New Hampshire, on the coast where we got a full moon. It's very cold.
All right, well, you're about 5'7" here in Oklahoma. And again, if you didn't get it, I'm Whiskey Golf, 5 November Dale, and that's Nate, Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo in North Carolina. Back to you.
Yeah, copy you both, and I didn't mean to bring up the queue, so just cut this here in the weather, and it's very cold. We got into 20 degrees up here at winter time. Go ahead, both.
Whew, I'm glad it's not that cold here. We're getting just enough drizzle. It'd be a solid sheet of ice if it was that cold here. I hope it doesn't get that way. Back to you.
Yeah, I love Oklahoma also. Oak City was one of my favorites. I had a roommate at Purdue University was from Oak City. Go ahead.
Yeah, Elk City's way out. I'm right down in the far southeast corner, and Elk City is out kind of. It's probably I want to say 250 miles, about 250 miles northwest of me.
Copy. You guys don't get as bad a winter there as we do here, but I guess the tornadoes brush you guys in the fall. Go ahead.
Yeah, we do get some of them down here. Right here, I'm going to say this. I may regret it. I mean, I shouldn't say it, but right here in the southeast corner where I am, we do have them, no doubt. We've had a couple here just in the last couple of years that done a lot of damage right close by. But fortunately, we don't get quite as many of them as they do up around that the area you're talking about, a little further northwest, up around Oklahoma City and a little further west.
Okay, and I've been playing with my cobweb antenna for almost all summer. I finally got it back up using a winch to pull the thing back up. This is my first test of this thing, and I already see a lot of better reception on the bands. Go ahead.
Roger. Yeah, that ice. I'm on a big Mosley beam. I'm pointed more east than north, but it doesn't like that ice now. We do get some of it here, and boy, it looks wicked now. It's a Pro 67C3. I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but longest element on it's like almost 45 feet, and when it starts getting a little ice on it, it looks like a folded up umbrella.
Yeah, copy. But my cobweb antenna looks like your mother's old clothesline. It's 5 inches. It's an MFJ cobweb. It's about 7 or 8 years old, and I've had a tough time tuning the thing. It's back up straight in the air now, but I still got to put guy wires on it tomorrow. Go ahead. I'm going to say 73. I'm going to get back and adjust this antenna for the overnight. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, they're good antennas. I've read a lot about them. I was reading some about Nate's antennas. It looks he's got a variety there as well. Looks like Nate, go ahead and jump back in there.
Yeah, KC1HUD. You're 5'9" here before you go, by the way, Peter, and nice to meet you. And Dale, yes, sir. And Peter, I was wanting to buy a cobweb antenna from MFJ because they were such a reasonable price, but now they don't have them anymore, and MFJ's out of business. All right, back to y'all.
Yeah, cobweb antennas, you can't get parts. MFJ were nice to me, but you can't get parts for them. And you got to jury-rig the things, but yeah, they're for limited space like I have here in New Hampshire. I have trees and houses and that kind of stuff, but I do get really good reception, good performance. I've hit Europe every day. Never over to Asia, but I hit Europe every day. I'm going to say 73, but yeah, you have great audio also.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I appreciate you coming in and say hello to us. Nice to meet you, Peter, and nice to meet you too, Dale. All right, back to Dale, and if anybody else is out there, they can join in on the round table. Over.
73 from New Hampshire.
Good to meet you, and appreciated to jump in there, and yeah, if anyone else is on, just jump right on in. I just in here turned the rig on. A buddy told me about a special event station, and there's too much QRM there for me to get to, for me to hear. So anyway, that's all I know why we'll keep putting in on it. Whiskey 4ND, November Delta Kilo, Whiskey Golf 5 November.
Yeah, Whiskey Golf 5 November. It was a pleasure. Sound really good here in North Carolina. There's a little bit of QSB, but you sound good. And this is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo.
All right, I'm going to bail out and go look for some DX. I don't see much on the spotter, and I might even do a little POTA. Just got everything warmed up, and the shack's warming up a little more in here. And I'm looking up at my ham clock, or actually it's a geochron, and wondering why it's still says repairing. I don't know what's going on with it. But anyway, the pleasure's been on this end. Good to make your acquaintance. Best of holiday season coming up there, and maybe we'll work again before too long. So, Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, Whiskey Golf 5 November. I'm going to jump out and let you finish it up, my friend.
Okay, yeah, that's good, and hope you have some good luck out there with DX. And if you happen to run into VU3, Delta Oscar Delta, Victor Uniform 3 Delta Oscar Delta, that's Kilo 1 Delta Sierra Kilo. He's on vacation in India right now. Uncle Gunter told me about him. Uncle Gunter is in the chat, so I've never gotten India, so maybe I'll get lucky one day and get someone in India. Over.
Yeah, no doubt. And what was Peter's call there? I wrote it down wrong because when I put it in, it came up wrong. I heard it, and I mean, I think it'd be legit for you to give it to me. I heard it. I just wrote it down wrong.
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 1 Hotel Uniform Delta.
I think I wrote it down right. I think I just couldn't read my writing. I had a Hotel Charlie Delta for some reason, or what looks like. But I appreciate that. I'll get him in the log as well, and I will be looking. I've hit India a couple of times. I picked up that that expedition over there on FP8 the other day. Is the only way I could find him. That BU4A on that. What was it? You probably know what I'm talking about. Andaman and Nicobar Island. That's a pretty difficult zone to hit there. And believe this or not, I worked him. He's 15 degrees to my north. I could not.
Hey, station, stand by this call.
I think it was probably my first episode or occurrence of it that I was aware of. On a chance, I turned the beam around south and worked him long pass.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, let me know if you get this guy in India. And we have a breaking station there that's calling in. Tell me your call sign real quick, and then I'll get back to you. Breaking station, go ahead. He threw out his call sign now. He's not there. All right. Well, Dale, good luck. WG5N. Love the call sign. It's like WGN Chicago. Over.
Yeah, I grew up listening to that one. And I appreciate it. Have a good one, WG5N out.
73. QRZ? CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. Okay, here's somebody in there. What's your call sign?
King Edward 8, Whiskey, London Whiskey.
Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey Lima Whiskey. That's Garrett, my buddy, 18-wheel mobile. Where are you now?
I'm in Van Buren, Arkansas. You're pretty light.
Okay, yeah, you were coming up. You're doing all right now. At first, you're pretty light, too. Let me give you a good report. Come back with some audio, please.
Yeah, you're just too light over here for me to hear you. King Edward 8, Whiskey Lima Whiskey. I'll try in a little bit.
Okay, try me a little bit. You're 55, North Carolina. I'll give myself a 41. All right, come on back later, Garrett. That's Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey Lima Whiskey. Look out for him. He's 18-wheel mobile. He's in Arkansas tonight. He's all over the place, so you never know where he's going to be with his 18-wheeler. Hey, 73, Garrett, good to hear you. Be safe in that Freightliner Cascadia Dash 73. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo W4NDK calling CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo CQ from Charlotte, North Carolina, and standing by.
Whiskey 4 Bravo Tango Juliet.
Whiskey 4 Bravo Tango Juliet. Tim in Florida, good to hear you again. Are you on the FTDX-10?
That we are. Using a little different wire. Using a G5RV today.
Okay, G5RV. It's working for you. I'll give you a report on your next go-around. Over.
Well, you're a 5.9 plus here, and that sounded really good today.
Okay, you are too. You're a good 5.9 from Florida and Fort Myers up here. This antenna is oriented to get out and receive well from Florida, and I think we're the right distance for this time of night.
Yeah, well, Nate, it's good to hear you again. Glad you're out and able to enjoy the radio tonight. You ready for Christmas?
Well, yeah. You know, we're not giving a whole lot of gifts because we're going away for Christmas, but, you know, I'm ready. How about yourself?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're ready. Got some family coming to visit and stay with us for a week, but it should be a good time. It's always nice to have family and friends in.
Yep, it's a good place to go for Christmas, that's for sure. You might feel like you have a little vacation if you get down there from the Midwest. We were in Florida last week, over.
Oh, where were you at?
We were on a cruise. We took a cruise with my wife's company. We left from Fort Lauderdale and we went down to Key West, which I'd been to Key West many times, but never via cruise. So that was nice. And then we went out to the Bahamas, where I stayed on the boat the whole time. That one day in the Bahamas, just hung out at the pool, and then we came back. It was a short cruise, over.
Well, that's kind of our favorite way to go. How many T-shirts and jewelry stores can you see is my philosophy.
Yeah, and I'd been to Nassau a couple times before, and it's gotten more and more dangerous, so I decided just to stay on the boat and enjoy myself and not get out into the heat, just kind of relax. So I had a great time. It was a wonderful cruise. It was on Celebrity, owned by Royal Caribbean, and I found that Celebrity fit my personality a little bit better, over.
QSL on that. Yeah, that's one of our favorite cruise lines. Celebrity and Princess, NCL, but boy, I tell you what, they couldn't give me a ticket on that Disney cruises. I wouldn't take that if they gave it to me.
Yeah, and I think I'd be the same way about Carnival, over.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but, some people take offense to that one.
Yeah, they might, but I don't want to be in the middle of a brawl. I don't go to vacation to see fights.
I agree completely. It's so silly, but, it just seems like there's always got to be a jerk in every group.
Yes, sir. People just can't stop. They can't grow up. Well, you sound really good today, W4BTJ, and you'll be able to hear your audio on my live stream. You're on the live stream, right?
Nate, I'm not for sure. I might have wrote it down. Just put in your call sign, wasn't it, on YouTube?
Yes, sir. Put in my call sign, or put your own call sign in, and you should see it. It's called Go Amateur Radio.
That was it. Yep, Go Amateur Radio. And thank you for that last one. It helped me with my microphone. If you remember, I was having some issues, and it turned out to be a dirty switch in the bottom of it.
Oh, yeah, and do you have the MD100, or what's your mic again?
Yeah, that's what I'm operating, the MD100.
Yeah, I think I've got a dirty switch in mine, too. If I start switching the bottom to DX settings, compressing it, then I get some RF in the shack, so I don't mess with it. And I just use my width settings in the radio to do DX, over.
QSL. Yeah, that's kind of what we did to kind of protect the RF issue. I put a couple of those beads on my mic cord, one at the mic and one at the radio, and it kind of eliminated any possibility. But I haven't had any RF for a long time since I did all that grounding and put the ground bar in and grounded everything off there.
Yeah, mine's all gone away, too. I bought some high-quality toroids from Fairlight, and everything's working great now. I just don't mess with that switch. A lot of people recommended I don't myself, too, and just do the settings in the radio, and that's what I've done. So I went back to wide now. I'm not 4K wide. I'm regular 3K wide. How does it sound, over?
You got a lot more fullness to it. It isn't nearly as high.
Yep. Oh, so that's good between us because we have a good pipeline. Well, good, Tim. Nice to hear you, W4BTJ. You sound great. Somebody spotted me, friend Uncle Gunter out there, DK50NV. So I'm wondering if anyone's going to hear me overseas, over.
Well, you go ahead there, Nate. 73s, take care and stay well. Merry Christmas to you and your family. As always, good to hear you. W4NDK, good night, and we look forward to our next contact from W4BTJ.
Yes, you too, Tim, W4BTJ, Bravo Tango Juliet. Nice to talk to you again. Thank you for finding me out here. It's always a pleasure. It's an honor to be found. And have a great Christmas with your visitors. And get some fresh air every now and then. 73, Tim. Caribbean, in the Caribbean. I hear you there, but you're way down in the noise. Let me adjust my audio, see if I can hear you. Try again, please.
I want to see you guys, and if you want to make it around the world, yeah, let me know that you're making it down here in St. Kitts here. This is Victor 44 India Romeo, Roger?
Victor 44 India Romeo?
QSL, over.
All right, Anthony in St. Kitts and Nevis. Are you in St. Kitts or are you in Nevis?
I am in St. Kitts, over.
Okay, nice to talk to you. This is our first QSO here. You're on my live stream, Go Amateur Radio.
So you've been to St. Kitts lately on a cruise, over?
I did not catch that, please. Try again.
I was saying you've been in the area on a cruise lately, over?
Yeah, it wasn't a cruise. About 2 or 3 years ago, we went over to Nevis. We flew to St. Kitts, and then we took the little boat over to Nevis, and we stayed at some condos just north of the Four Seasons. We got a really good deal. We paid a lot less money than at the Four Seasons. Had a really nice condo. Brought my mom over there. Really enjoyed it. Over.
Hey, shit, that's very nice. I'm glad you enjoyed. We look around different places on the countryside, man. It's very nice. Over.
It's beautiful. St. Kitts is beautiful too, and I'd love to get down there and do some radio. I did get my St. Kitts and Nevis call sign while I was there. That was quite an ordeal to get the call sign, and I did play radio from the little picnic shelter next to the beach. I did not get a chance to go to the state park out, the national park on Nevis, because I was with the family and we were doing our thing. But it is a beautiful place. Over.
Well, you're welcome back anytime, man. I hope that you'll come back here, North.
Yes, Anthony, I hope I do, and I'll try to reach out to you and anybody in my database beforehand, so maybe we could play some radio. Victor 44, India Romeo, you sound really good, Anthony. Thanks for finding me out here.
Thank you very much, man, for taking my call. And Mr. 17, enjoy the rest of your time, man, and enjoy the holidays. Bye-bye.
Yes, and what was my report? I'll give you your report after you give me mine.
Oh, my God. Your report is 5 and 9. 5 and 9. 5 and 9.
Okay, thank you for the 5 and 9. Thanks for the 5 and 9. You're 53, North Carolina. I think it's just the band. That's the band. Over.
Sure. Yes, in the band. And actually, I will work on this signal 25 and 9. Roger on that. Over.
Okay, thanks very much. I promise to give you the best report I can give you next time I talk to you. I feel like I shouldn't have given you a 5 and 3, but I just don't think the band is really cooperating. And what is your antenna?
Instead one, and something like this. We're not going to be able to just instead one.
Okay, infed. Okay, Anthony. Well, nice to meet you, Victor 44 India Romeo. If you want to hear your audio from the United States, go to YouTube and go to Go Amateur Radio. I'll try to put your call sign in the index once I'm done. Probably be in there by tomorrow. Over.
QSL, Go Amateur Radio. All right.
Yeah, you should be able to search on YouTube by your call sign or by Go Amateur Radio. Hey, 73 Anthony, nice to meet you.
Thank you very much, 73.
73.
KC5 NRO.
KC5 NRO, and my database is trying to pull you up, but my database is lagging right now. What's your name? Over.
Yeah, you got the call wrong. It's Kilo Charlie 5, November Oscar America, NOA. My name is Bart, Bravo Alpha Romeo Tango. We're down here in South Texas, just west of Corpus Christi. Go ahead.
Okay, yes, Bart, nice to hear you again. You're in Corpus Christi area. Nice to talk to you. I got family in Houston, so not too far. I think one of the times we talked, you were on an ICOM 706 Mark II, vertical on the bed of your pickup. Is that what you're using right now?
No, I got a base station now. I got a TS430, NC60 gas pump, and an infed. That's about 30 feet in the
Okay, TS-430 and an InFed half wave up in the air about 30 feet. Okay, I'm running a Yaesu FTDX-10, 100 watts with a homebrew 40-meter doublet antenna, only using about 3 feet of coax. The rest is ladder line up to the apex at about 40 feet. Bart, give me a little more audio. I'll give you a full report on your signal. Over. Yeah, sure, and you're dropping way down into the noise right now. You're dropping way down the noise. You're about a 53 down to a 51. I'll give you a 53. Band's not really cooperating right here. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. It's our fourth contact. First one was in 2020 on September 29th, and the last one we had was November 17th of this year. Over. Yep, KC5NOA. What is my report, by the way? What's my report?
You're 5 and 7, Chuck. Well, you are 5 8. There you go.
Yes, sir. I'll put you in at 5-7. Well, thank you, Bart. I'll be clear with you. KC5NOA. Nice to talk to you again on the band. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo 73. QRZ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Also live on YouTube. Go Amateur Radio. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ. Got 10 contacts. I might take one more and then call it a evening right now until a little later when the band picks up. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. QRZ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ. I heard an Alpha 4 Foxtrot. I heard an Alpha 4 Foxtrot or something like that. Please try again. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. CQ. We might be losing the band. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, W4 NDK, CQ, and standing by. Okay, I heard somebody out there. Please try again.
Is Victor 4 India Romeo? I just talked to you, over.
Oh, yes. Anthony, hello.
Amateur radio. I didn't find you there, over. That's a different station there, over.
Did you found the channel? Is that what you said?
No, I didn't find it, over. Different operators than Go Amateur Radio.
Okay, just look up my call sign on YouTube. It's W4NDK, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Then you'll see my channel there. Over.
Okay, Whiskey 4,
November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo. Yeah, it's Go Amateur Radio, and it's also, you can look it up as Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilowatt, W4, NDK, Norway, Denmark, Kangaroo. Okay, thanks for coming back and asking again. Good to hear you again from St. Kitts. Have fun down there. Beautiful country, beautiful country. 73, and thanks for the hospitality while we were down there. Everybody was very, very nice. 73, Anthony.
Thank you very much, man. 73. Thank you very much.
Okay, 73. Trying to get one more out there. Anybody, anywhere. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. This is Kilo Echo 2, Echo Foxtrot Kilo.
Kilo Echo 2, Echo Foxtrot Kilo. Is it Joseph or is it Joe?
Actually, I go by Adam, my middle name. Just to throw a curveball to everybody.
Okay, Adam, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. The band's not in particularly great shape, but you're coming in pretty well. I'll give you a report on your next go-around.
Roger that. I think I'm getting you around a 5.7, I would say. I'm up here in Hudson Valley, New York.
Okay, Adam, you're also a 5.7 in North Carolina, so you're doing pretty well, but the band is very, very noisy down here in North Carolina right now. We're losing it with the gray lines already passed in the weather. But you sound good, Adam. What are you running there?
I've got a homebrew dipole just up in my attic. I'm on an IC 7300. I'm running about 70 watts right now.
Wow, well, it's working in your attic, and you're getting out that well. I thought you were running an amplifier. Congratulations. Really good audio, over.
Thank you. It's a wonderful rig that I got. I'm very lucky that my ex-wife let me put it on the shelf.
Yeah, and to make your own dipole, is it cut for the band, over?
Yeah, I got a nano DNA, and, just went back and forth, turning it, checking it, until I got the SWR down to, I think it's like 1.1, something like that, over.
Wow, well, that'd make a nice video if you could show people what you did. That's the way you do it. I'm running a homebrew doublet antenna, 40 meters, and it's got homebrew ladder line up about 40 feet, and barefoot, 3 feet of coax to the FTDX10, over. Okay, well, we have an adjacent station here, Do you still copy me, Adam? You just dropped out. Try one more time. Okay, Adam, I lost you there, but we at least got signal reports at 57s, and then I got your call sign also. Nice to meet you. Check out my channel. If you want to hear your audio, it's Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo on YouTube. You can look it up that way, or you can go to my channel on YouTube, Go Amateur Radio. 73, Adam, nice to meet you. Is the frequency in use? We'll try one more, 3065 here. Changing the frequency there, 3065. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, 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 W4NDK. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Yeah, signals are kind of dying out. Let me see if I can get that station that was just above me.
Anyway, when she comes, she's picking up the box at their office. We'll see if I hear the megabits on that amp yesterday, Bob.
Okay, since I know no one's on this frequency, I'll just say 73 all. Thanks for all the contacts. Did really well. I got 10 or 11 contacts in a short period of time, about an hour and a half. Maybe about an hour, less than an hour. And talked to some familiar people, also to St. Kitts. St. Kitts, that was Anthony down there in St. Kitts. That was good to hear him. Victor 44 India Romeo. And I'll say 73 all. I'll talk to you later. I'll do another live stream some other time this weekend or later tonight. 73.